Like, you never really settle down to be like, oh, I can actually be good on my own.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know who they are without being in a relationship.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's a girl Mide and this is
Koko. And today's video, guys, we're going to be doing the part 2 of meanders we ate and rotate for this.
Yeah,
the video we shot where it was eating on feminists.
so before you watch this video, we have the part 1 on our YouTube channel.
Go and watch
pause
that
this
first.
video and watch that one, then come and watch this one.
Yeah, before we get to this video, please don't forget to
give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you turn on that post notification to notify you every single time we post a video.
Yeah, 1 hour, it's okay, guys.
Yes, period.
And hey guys,
like we got to 1K, it's so amazing.
Yeah,
we never even properly celebrated it on the channel.
Yeah, we should post a short, a YouTube shoot.
Short, right? I when we were screaming and all this stuff. Anyways, let's just get right into this video, guys.
So yesterday, guys, when we stopped, we realized that advertise is not all just talk. It actually makes sense sometimes. And then
from the video I've seen, maybe there's more video where it was being
I've
weird.
seen videos where it was weird as well, but it's like sometimes it makes sense.
Yeah,
like it's being realistic.
I'm not actually seeing video of it
being weird. I've seen videos where it says big shit stocks. Like I'm like, who the fuck thinks like this? Like, why would you just say if I'm a top girl, women should do this, women should do that? It's like, bruh, calm down. But I don't know, Sha.
Okay, let's just
get right into the video.
He's not a top G like a 30, 40-year-old man. Your age actually dictates your sort of maturity to a large extent.
Well, I'm arguing the point. The point I'm trying to make is that what I actually think happens, especially in the modern world, because the modern world's all fucked up and nothing's the way it's supposed to be. The traditional life path of a female is she's 17, she's 18, she's 19, and her value is massively inflated. And I don't blame her. Of course it's massively inflated. Imagine being 19 years old, have achieved exactly fucking zero in your life, knowing nothing. You put makeup on, and sports stars, billionaires, actors, the most important famous people on the planet, the richest men on the planet are begging for your attention. The ego you're going to develop, let's all be honest, right? The ego you're going to develop is going to be monumental. I'm special, I'm so gorgeous, all this bullshit, right? And then what happens as they grow older, as new generations come along, because the truth is most women are at their peak attraction, let's say in their early 20s. As they grow older, what women become is far more fearful of competition. This is why you'll see a woman who's a bit older go, oh, you know, I really want monogamy. What she's scared of is her dude getting a 21-year-old. That's what she's fucking scared of. She may not know it, she may not say it, but basically that's what the truth is, because she knows a 21-year-old is going to be more desirable, higher status, more fertile. That's what she's scared of.
Cheating is bad when you're 30 or 20, Sam.
So no, but it's not about that. I'm telling you the shift in the female mentality, because when a female's 20, she doesn't give a fuck about any of this. She doesn't want to find a nice man. Now she's trying to, like you're saying, chasing a lifestyle, chasing Mr. Promiscuous, chasing Mr. Famous. Doesn't give a shit until she starts getting scared. Oh shit, my age begins with 3 now. And then they change, the mentality changes. It's a fear element. That's the reality. And it's a biological fear element. I'll give you an example of it. You know what's amazing about humans? We are still very primal. When men like these two and me, when we walk through the mall, people just move. It's like you can sense when the big animals turn up, right? It's something amazing about humans. If you have a very attractive 45-year-old woman, she's gorgeous, but a gorgeous 19-year-old walks in, look at that 45-year-old woman's face. She's furious. She's fucking.
This is a fucking lie. Women are 50 now, looking 25. This is not our father and mother age, where like age just takes a toll. Nobody's letting themselves just go anymore. Do you get? If a woman is gorgeous at 45, it's just amazing.
I don't know when a 19-year-old walking is like, ooh,
yeah,
like I'm angry, like she took all the attention from me. I don't know. There's some people that might feel like that. I can't talk on behalf of all women, but I feel like 50% or 45% will not really think like that and be like, oh my god, in 1920s,
or you're not just walking.
Yeah.
Hates her. She just doesn't like her for no reason. Yeah. Because women understand. Unfortunately, but you're innately.
He's saying now that for a man, as you grow older, value increases. For a woman, as you grow older, value decreases. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, anyway.
I think it's true, but sometimes I have issues with it.
How?
I don't know. For me, I'm just like, the value really decrease for women. A lot of women.
With age.
Let's take out the pressure of
The younger
as
you
a
are.
woman, when you're 30, you have to be married, you have to be on your way to giving birth or
Let's
having
talk
a
about
child.
even the relationship and the dating aspect.
Yeah.
As you grow older, as a woman, the less men are, I don't know how to put it, maybe are attracted to you, or the less men that comes to speak with you. You are limited to options at that point.
Yeah.
So that's like people from like the late 20s,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to settle down more than they actually choose.
Yeah.
But people from the early 20s, we still have like options.
You can
So like
pick
yes, like
your-
okay, yes.
Anybody you want to pick.
That's
from
why
the
they
bar.
said ladies should marry at the prime. But a man can be 35 of 60. I still see someone that are marrying.
Yeah.
And as long as he got,
That's painful.
yeah. But as a lady,
I think me having issues with it is coming from a more emotional point than logical.
yeah. So what's the emotional point that the issue is coming from you?
Because like, so as I'm going on that now, my value will just decrease. Like, what the fuck are you guys saying?
It's not talking about personal value, but it's talking about like
when it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationships and love.
those stuff.
But people still find love even when they are 80.
Yeah, 80.
For its rare cases.
But you can't
I'm talking
compare
of
it to
women.
when you are looking for. Even when you are 80, you can see like a sugar boy that really wants to just fuck you around for your money or like tickets. But at that point, you're not looking for a person that you want to spend the rest of your life with
Anymore, because you've lived the rest of your life.
Yes.
Assuming that the journey is a man that starts with nothing to something, because there's a lot of men that
That
have
is exactly the journey of every man on earth. We are born
That is
without
wow.
one.
Do you think so there's specificity in that?
Can I just
because
ask-
that's not how it should be for everybody. That's not how it is for everybody, and not for every woman either. As well, may I just say?
Can I ask Brittany something, please? Like, then you've learned in the
Oh
past,
wow, I didn't want
and now you want to find someone to settle down. With hindsight now, would you have reversed it and like started young, looking for someone to settle down with, looking for those values that now you know? I'm talking that with hindsight.
Okay, well, I actually, from 18 to 22, I was in a relationship. I've always actually been a lover girl, despite what I put out online for,
I've never
views.
seen you online.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's even better. I have always wanted one person, and I feel like I was so delusional in thinking that, oh, I'm like you said, like I have value, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm at my peak. Like, why wouldn't you want to be with me? So, going into these relationships, or just like just people. My goal was always to get commitment. Like, I'm giving my time, I'm pouring into you because I want commitment. And the reality is, I never really understood my value. So I was going through guys, giving up sex, doing this, and it didn't make sense. So I believe in, like, I stay on everything I do. Like, I don't do apology tours. It is what it is. And I think that's where I feel like when they talk about women being delusional and all these other things, it is true. Because what you have to understand is that there are repercussions to your decision, which is fine. So then you're talking about, okay, well, I want this type of guy, I want this, that, and that. You're talking about maybe monogamy. That's 3 to 5% of animals are monogamous. I think that's what it is, right? So your window is really, really small for what you're looking for. And even to go on to the point you said where you're talking about it's like a subconscious fear, I think it's like, for me, I feel like if it was more of a fear, I would have just stayed in my situation. Like, it wouldn't have made sense. Like, I mean, that was my first kid. I thought I waited and did it, right? I left because I believe that there's something else on my heart when it comes to love, and I'm just gonna have to trust that. And if that means being alone, having a dog, I have to take that chance, because the Bentley, the ring, the house, and still getting, again, deceived, right? Disrespected, because deceit is disrespect, right? So I cannot settle for that. I can't suck a dick and shut up. And that is where a lot of people don't like my views and what I represent, because it is something new. I don't know how it's gonna fucking end. I don't know what's gonna happen.
What would you tell your 17, if you had to, like, what would you tell your 17-year-old self, knowing what you know now? Looking back and you had to meet yourself at 17, what would you tell yourself? Like, lock it down and wait for the right man, don't have sex. What would you tell your 17-year-old self?
That the answers aren't outside of you, because I feel like I'd always look for men to answer all of my questions that I've ever had. I thought when I had a man, it would complete me, and I feel like too, especially with like my dad not being in my life, you look for somebody.
Sometimes you feel like you always need somebody to always complete you. You need that compassion, you need that love every time. Like, you never really settle down to be like, oh, I can actually be good on my own.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know who they are without being in a relationship.
And I feel like daddy issues is still a thing, like people don't talk about.
Even mommy issues.
Yeah.
Everybody issues. Childhood issues. Drama issues.
To guide me, like, so that's where for me I put too much value in someone else having the answers for me. So that's why I'm really big on accountability. So I would just tell myself, like, to be patient, to take your time, because I was always quick, oh, let's try to get in a relationship. Like, we weren't even compatible. There's a lot of just not compatible factors. So I feel like for me it would be to slow down and to really get to know people instead of just blindly banking on potential that most likely will never be tapped into, or selling myself short because there's a fear of, well, I don't know, this could be the best that I could get. I might as well just shut up and suck it in.
And that's what I meant about women nowadays, because exactly what you'd be telling your 17-year-old self is what happened back in the day. So when I'm repeating these things, I'm going, oh, you're old-fashioned. But it seems like women do what they like, and then they hit a certain age and say, oh, well, I've got to settle. But it's not settling, you're just getting whatever you can.
You know,
or whatever you deserve.
You know what?
Because if you think back now, you'd be telling people now, rather than say that auntie's old-fashioned, or auntie don't know what she's talking about, look what she be telling her 17-year-old self, which ain't nothing that I already said.
Yeah,
because really and truly, let me finish. Because what I've always said, and you can check, I'm an older version of you. So where you've been, I've already been on up and come back. So that's why I asked you, what would you tell your 17-year-old self? Because me telling you is, I'm telling my 30-year-old self. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So it's not that I'm old-fashioned, it's just that women hit a certain age and then realise, oh my God, it wasn't that old-fashioned. You know, it works. Because it does. But there's no point in waiting till you're a certain age to start thinking about it. You know, even if you're like, you hold your own accountability. So it's like if you meet somebody and they're like 17, 18 and you saw them acting a certain way, they ask you for advice, you won't say do as I do. You say this is what happened to me, and this is what I thought, and what I recommend you do is blah blah blah. Am I right or am I wrong? And no, I ask you for your advice.
No, I totally get what you're saying. No, I totally agree with that. I think that no matter what you decide to do, you have to accept whatever repercussions come behind that. So any advice that I give to anybody is do what you want, but just know there are repercussions, good, bad, or indifferent, that are going to come behind it. So, I mean, and I think that's just where I'm at. I don't even think it's like an age thing. I think it's like, in reality, I have a son, and you really start asking yourself questions. And again, I hate that it took having a child to really look into my life and call myself out on my bullshit.
So if you got pregnant earlier, if you got pregnant at 18, 19, would it?
I was always on birth control. Okay. I was on birth control for a decade. I got off birth.
I don't know. Your podcast is
do you agree with that beliefs
that
waiting like when it comes to sex, when you're younger you shouldn't have sex, you should refrain, you should,
I feel like every time you should always be careful of whatever you're doing. When you're younger, you should be careful more, because when you're older, your past usually one way or the other just comes to
and they said
surface.
They said, oh, I forgot there's something that they said that touched me. Every decision, every action you make now has, like you just said it, as just consequence. It might be good, it might be bad. And the thing is, when it comes to life, there's no one fits all.
Yeah.
You get, there's no manual, there's nothing, there's not you. Everybody's simply trying to trying to act life, trying to know what works for them. So just know that when you're doing shit, don't do it because it's trending on internet or it's cool to be a bad bitch.
Okay. Well, anyway, just be, I don't know.
Be you. Live
Just
life.
be you. About it, that be careful about
Yeah, just know that one day your children
everybody
are
now is fucking around, everybody's doing the old up shit
this
and this
whole mentality is draining.
Yeah. Especially this generation.
It's draining. Just do you though. Be a positive. If you are my girl, I'll support you. If you are not, I'm still supporting you. Body positivity. Body positivity.
I don't know. I don't care what you do with yourself.
Honestly.
Because what did you say? The Bible, that thing you were reading to me yesterday. The Bible says, "Why look after the log in your neighbor abi your sister
I look at the speck in your friend's eye.
When you haven't
remove the log
in your own eye.
So basically, we're not judging. We're just saying from our point. I'm not judging you. If body positivity, girl, go and get that shit. If whatever, I don't even know. I feel like at this point we've lost our.
I swear. So let's just end this video.
Yeah.
We see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give this video a
thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification. And tell us whatever video you want to see us react to again.
Please, it might not be a music video.